videoer, okay, til mit arbejde omkring at få dig på ryggen. Okay? Så du kommer lige på ryggen, det er bare noget, vi skal vise til dem, vi laver i videoen, okay? Klar?
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm so excited. This is video number 2 in the video tutorial on getting your baby on your back with connection with your child and confidence as the result. This is Isaac, for those of you who haven't met him. And Isaac is 1 year old and he's been on my back maybe since he was a month, maybe 2 actually. And so he's quite used to it. What I want to show you is how to get your baby on your back in a wrap that you created yourself yesterday, right? Did you create the wrap? Because if you didn't, you go back and watch that video so that you can engage and be excited and get your baby on your back immediately, right? But before we get into the real practical, I want to address something. And let's just be real. There's this big elephant in the room, or this big fear on getting your baby on your back. So the number one question I get is, what if I drop him? And I just gotta be real with you guys. I got a son who's 4 years old, and I think when he was about 5 months or something like that, 3 months, can't really remember. But it was in between one of those periods where he just developed, he developed some strengths that I wasn't paying attention to how he changed the way he was sitting on my back. Because this way of baby wearing or baby carrying is totally different from carrying in a, what's it called, baby carrier where you have buckles, because it's an organic way to carry, right? This is a way where it's just you and a piece of fabric and your baby. So back to that story, was that when Emmanuel was about 3-5 months old, I was carrying him on my back, and I wasn't paying attention. I hadn't developed that skill set, that specific way of carrying that I'm going to show you, to make sure that he was always sitting there safely. I was just doing as I was shown by my biological mother at the time, and I hadn't really at the time developed my own way of carrying. So I was carrying him, and suddenly he decided, that he wanted to do something else than to sit on my back. And so he jumped fiercely like that. And I got terrified because he was on his way out. And what happened basically was that he jumped back like that. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you. I'm just gonna put it over there. And I grabbed him with my hand like this, and smacked him in his face. And obviously he cried, but I caught him, which was the most important thing. So obviously Mama was terrified. He was terrified. But that event or that situation made me swear, like, I'm gonna find a way to carry so that I will never, ever have that fear of dropping my baby. So just be real. I can't guarantee that your baby won't, move or make these sudden movements or anything like that. But when you take responsibility for how you carry, you'll be safe. And I'm gonna take you through getting your baby on your back. That is what this video is about. So to begin with, as you can see, I'm sitting near or on a couch. And when I did this the first time 4 years ago, my oldest son was 1 week old, and I had him on my back. So when it's the first time you do this, I recommend that you have somebody with you, just to give you that sense of support. Some of you are gonna have babies 1 year old. Some of you are gonna have babies 1 week old. Some of you are gonna have kids that you don't really call babies anymore, but toddlers, 3 years old. And when you back carry an infant, you need help to put that infant on your back. If you wanna watch or see a video or get guidance or tutorials on getting a smaller kid or a younger kid, excuse me, on your back, social media is where you can find the videos that I created. But for this video's sake, I'm just gonna show with my son who's 1 year old. If you wanna feel really certain or if you're a bit, nervous about doing this first time, call your friend, call your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, anybody that you love, basically, and that loves you and your kid and wants to help you. So, thank you. The first thing I do is to prepare, okay, I know, this is my parenting, so he's just got a pen and it was occupying him. So now you just see the real thing, right? And, way! What I do to prepare the wrap for carrying is that I fold it, okay? What this does is to create some extra support on the neck. And you can see, again, it's the same wrap that I didn't wash. And it has folds because that's what I've been doing basically. Every time I carry, I fold it first. Fold it easily like this. And depending whether you've got an infant, you fold it and fold it and fold it so that you can see it's like a little neck pillow, okay? It's like a little neck pillow. And you can see how little, there's a little fabric left. Isaac is a bit older and bigger, so I don't fold as much. Also, depending on whether he's going to sleep on my back or whether he's just gonna hang out there and be safe and feel and be close and connected, that depends on how much I fold, basically. So this is the top layer that I fold. I get up, hope you can see me, guys. I fold and I fold like this, okay? I'm just gonna turn. Then what I do is that I sort of find where the middle is, okay? So you can see you got even pieces of fabrics on each side, okay? Then what I do is that I put this piece of fabric in between my legs like this, so that I got control over the wrap, and then I got my arms to pick up my baby, okay? You ready for this? Yeah. Now we're gonna demonstrate, Isaac. Now we're gonna demonstrate. How? Okay. Oh. So he is doing, oh, I'm sorry.
No.
This one? No. This one. Okay. So I pick him up. I pick him up like this in my arms, right? And what I do is that I twist him like this. So I'm just gonna show you. Sometimes I'll hold him here just to be sure. Okay, he's not going to sleep. And sometimes he just doesn't want to get on my back. And that's the truth, ladies. Sometimes your baby is not gonna want to get on your back. And sometimes they need to, because you want them to sleep, or you want them, they need the comfort, or by any reason you have made that judgment that now it's time. For Isaac's sake, he knows it's not time. He just came home from nursery school and is busy doing other stuff. What can I give him to corroborate? when you get on my back and we show these ladies how we do, can you then play with this? Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Isaac. So, he's back there. What I do is that I have this hand, and this hand is making sure that whatever I do, he's safe there, right? So because I did a little moving around, the baby rat, or the rat fell down. But this is the rat, I grabbed it more or less in the middle. I bent over, and I used both of my hands to move the rat up, up, and up. Obviously now he's occupied with his hands, so I'm not gonna force them in. And so here, don't move around, honey, that much, please, because I want to show them here in the front. So this is how you tie it. What I did basically was like this, folding one piece of fabric over the other and twisting it like this. This creates a lock that makes sure, and then I tuck the pieces of fabric down here. Okay, this creates a lock that makes sure that your baby doesn't go anywhere. Then I jump like this a bit to get him up here. Pull on the fabric to get it nice and smooth down his spine. And what I do with my hands is that I fold, I do like this to sort of smoothen the fabric. And then I do the same thing. I cross over here, and again, and I tuck under the fabric. It's very important that you're wearing natural clothing made of natural fabric. So cotton, hemp, silk is maybe a little bit too slippery, but something that has like that will create a bit of resistance, right?
Friction.
And the friction. Ah! He just bit me. Don't do that, please.
It's chewing on me.
So part of the process to make sure, because movement is inevitable and actually is your strength in this way of carrying. So you always double tie up here. So first you tie here, then you tie underneath, and then you tie up here again, because he will move, you move. It's an organic way of baby carrying. Now he's on my back. As you can see, straight fabric here. The way his legs moves are here. You can also get his legs out. This is the way I would carry him when he's supposed to sleep. When not, this is how. Yes, I take him out here. I'm gonna take him down because he's not into it right now, as you can see. And it's a bit warm. And now, he's off. Next video, I'm going to go into detail in how I get him off in a way that feels safe, or that is safe for both him and I. So thank you for watching all the way through, and let's get your baby on your back too.